Gauss-Seidel iteration method. Consider the system of linear equations. Consider the system of linear equations of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1. Put it as equation number 1. Then a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2. Put it as equation number 2. Then a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. Put it as equation number 3. Now we have to consider whether mod a1 is greater than mod b1 plus mod c1 and mod b2 is greater than mod a2 plus mod c2, and also mod c3 must be greater than mod a3 plus mod b3. If this is not the case, then we have to rearrange equation number 1, 2 and 3. Otherwise we can proceed. Okay. So that mod a1 must be greater than mod b1 plus mod c1 and mod b2 must be greater than mod a2 plus mod c2. Also mod c3 must be greater than mod a3 plus b3. We have to check this. Otherwise we have to rearrange this. Okay. Now from equation number 1 we get a1x as b1 minus b1y minus c1z, or we can write x as 1 by a1 into b1 minus b1y minus c1z. Okay. From equation number 2 we have b2y is equal to d2 minus a2x minus c2z. So that y is equal to 1 by d2 into d2 minus a2x minus c2z. Okay. Now from equation number 3 we have c3z is equal to d3 minus a3x minus d3y, or is equal to 1 by c3 into d3 minus a3x minus d3y. Okay. Therefore we will get the values for x, y and z. Put it as equation number 1. I am writing once more. We get x as 1 by a1 into d1 minus b1y minus c1z. Then y as 1 by d2 into d2 minus a2x minus c2z, and z as 1 by c3 into d3 minus a3x minus d3y. So we can find out the approximation using these formulas. Now we start with the initial approximation. X naught, y naught and z naught. Okay. Now substituting the value of y naught and z naught in the first equation. First equation means these set of equations that I have already written. Okay. that is x is equal to 1 by a1 into d1 minus b1 y minus c1 z. The first equation means next substitute y0 and z0, so that we get x1. This x1 is equal to 1 by a1 into d1 minus b1 y0 minus c1 z0. Isn't it? Here, see, here you can see that in x it is equal to 1 by a1 into d1 minus b1 y0 minus c1 z0. Okay. Now the second equation, that means in y is equal to, see here, in y is equal to 1 by v2 into d2 minus a2x minus c2z. I am substitute this x1 and z0 in the second equation. Second equation means in this set put x1 and z0 in y, so that we will get y1 is equal to 1 by b2 into d2 minus a2 x1 minus c2 z0. Okay, that means here first take the approximations x0, y0, z0. Then substituting the value of y0 and z0 in x, so that we will get x1. Then after substituting y0 and z0, we will get x1 also. So substituting the values of x1 and z0 in the second equation, that is in y, where we will get y1 as 1 by b2, b2 minus a2 x1 minus c2 z0. Now substituting the values x1 that we already found and y1 in z, so that we get z1. Okay, substituting x1 and y1 in the third equation, we get z1 as 1 by c3, this is for reference, b3 minus a3 x1 minus b3 y1. Therefore here we get x1, y1 and z1, the other set of equations, and these set of equations are said to be the first iteration. So to start with the problem, initially we will take three approximations x0, y0 and z0. Then substituting the values of y0 and z0 in the first equation, we will get x1. Then in the second equation we will substitute x1 also, so that x1 and z0. The third equation we will substitute x1, y1 and all the three equations. Okay, x0, y0 and z0. Therefore we will get z1. Thus, we get a set of values x1, y1 and z1. It is called the first iteration. Similarly, we can find out the second iteration, that is x2, y2 and z2. Now, substituting the value of, we have already found x1, y1, z1. Therefore, substituting the value of y1 and z1 in x, we will get the second iteration, that is the first value x2 as 1 by a1 into d1 minus b1 y1 minus c1 z1. Okay, now substituting the value of x2 that we have already found, x2 and z1 in y, we will get y2. Okay, therefore we have y2 as 1 by b2 d2 in minus a2 x2 minus c2 z1. Now substituting the value of x2 and y2 in z, we will get z2. Okay. Then we will get z2 as 1 by c3 d3 minus a3x x2 minus b3 a2. Now these values are called the second iteration. The values of x2, y2 and z2 are called the second iteration, which is obtained by putting the previous values y1 and z1 in the first equation, then x2 and z1 in the second equation, and x2 and y2 in the third equation. Okay, then we get the second iteration. Now this process of iteration is continued till convergence to the desired degree of accuracy is obtained. Now this process of iteration is continued till the convergency to the desired degree of accuracy is obtained. We can continue the process of iteration. Okay, we can find out the values of x, y and z continuously. Now we can do a problem. Solve by Gauss-Seidel method the following system of equations. That is 28x plus 4y minus z is equal to 32. Second equation is x plus 3y plus 10z is equal to 24. And last one is third one, 2x plus 17y plus 4 is equal to 35. First of all, we have to check whether mod a1 is greater than mod b1 plus mod c1, and mod b2 must be greater than mod a2 plus mod c2 as per rule. Okay, and also modulus of c3 must be greater than mod a3 plus mod b3. Here in this case modulus of 28, that is 28 itself, is greater than mod 4, that is 4 itself, plus mod minus 1. The coefficient of z is minus 1. Modulus of z is, modulus of minus 1 is 1, which implies 28 is greater than 5. So it is okay. Also mod b2 means 3 must be greater than mod a2 plus mod c2. Mod a2 is 1 plus c2 is 10. Is it correct? 3 is greater than 11? No. Now for the third equation, now mod c3. Mod c3 means 4 must be greater than mod a3 plus b3, that is 2 plus 17. Is it correct? No. 4 is greater than 19. It is not correct. Therefore, we want to rearrange the system of equations like mod a1 greater than mod b1 plus c1. So, we rearrange the following system of equations. Now, rearrange the system of equations. Therefore, here we will rearrange for that, checking first one, that is correct, that is mod A1. Therefore no change for the first case, for the first equation. Second and the third can be interchanged, so that mod B2 greater than mod A2 plus C2, isn't it? 17 is greater than 2 plus 4, 6. Okay, therefore we can write third equation as second one. Now take second equation as third one, checking whether it is correct. Is mod C3, that is 10 is greater than 1 plus 3, that is 4. 10 is greater than 4. Therefore take second equation as third. X plus 3y plus 10z is equal to 24. Now we can proceed the system of equations. The first equation we have 28x is equal to 32 minus 4y plus z, which implies x is equal to 1 by 28 into 32 minus 4y plus z. Now from the second equation we have 17y is equal to 35 minus 2x minus 4z, which implies y is equal to 1 by 70 into 35 minus 2x minus 4z. And from the third equation we have 10z is equal to 24 minus x minus 3y. From that we have z is equal to 1 by 10 into 24 minus x minus 3y. Now we will take, as per rule, we will take the first approximations as, or we start with the approximations. Take first approximations as x naught, y naught and z naught. Also setting this y naught and z naught equal to 0. Okay, we start with the approximations x naught, y naught, z naught, where we substitute y naught and z naught is equal to 0. So substituting in this equation, we will get x1 as 1 by 28 into 32 minus 4y naught plus z naught. And here we will approximate y naught and z naught is equal to 0. Therefore we have 1 by 28 into 32 minus 4 into 0 plus 0, which is equal to, by using a calculator we can calculate it, 1.1429. Okay, now we have the approximation for y1. y1 is 1 by 70 into 35 minus 2 into x1 we already found, therefore 2x1 minus 4 z naught. It is equal to 1 by 17 into 35 minus 2 into, in the place of x1 we can write 1.1429 minus 4 into z naught is 0. After calculation we will get the value of y1 as 1.9244. Now we will move to z1. Z1 can be calculated using the formula 1 by 10, 24 minus x1 already found, minus 3 y1. Okay, it is equal to 1 by 10 into 24 minus the value of x1, 1.1429 minus 3 into 1.9244, substituting the value of y1. We get the final answer as approximately 1.7084. Therefore, we get the first approximations x1, y1 and z1 for the first iteration. Now similarly we can find out the second iterations x2, y2 and z2 by using the same formula. That this x2 is calculated. This x2 is equal to 1 by 28 into, substituting, we get 32 minus 4 into y1 plus z1, because we have already found z1. Okay, it is equal to 1 by 28 into 32 minus 4 into, what is the value of y1? 1.9244 plus the value of z1 is 1.7084. It is equal to approximately 0.9325. And y2 is the same formula, we can use it. Is 1 by 17 into 35 minus 2. Already we have found x2 minus 4 z1. Substituting the previous values. Okay, this 1 by 17 into 35 minus 2 into, what is the value of x2? 0.9325 minus 4 into, what is the value of z1? 1.7084. After calculation, we will get the value of this y2 as 1.5236. Similarly, we can find out z1 also, z2 also. z2 is equal to, on substituting, we will get 1 by 10, 24 minus x2 minus 3y2. It is equal to 1 by 10, 24 minus the value of x2 is 0.9325. 0.9325 minus 3 into y2 is 1.5236. 1.5236. Now the final value will be 1.8497. Thus we got the second iteration x2, y2 and z2. The second iteration. First iteration will be the set x1, y1, z1. The second iteration will be the set x2, y2 and z2. Okay. We can find out the third iteration. And just writing the values is x3 is equal to 1 by 28 into 32 minus 4 into 1.5236, that is the value of y2, plus 1.8497, that is the value of z2. Okay, this is equal to 0.9913. Now the value of y3 is 1 by 17 into 35 minus 2 into 0.9913, that is the value of x3, minus 4 into 1.8497, that is the value of z2. This is equal to 1.5070. Now the value of z3 as 1 by 10, 24 minus 0.9913, that is the value of x3, minus 3 into 1.5070, that is the value of y3. And the final answer will be 1.8488. Similarly, we can find out the fourth iteration. The fourth iteration, I am writing only the values after calculation. This x4 is 0.9936. Okay, we can see that these two values are nearby, and y4 is 1.5069. Here also it is nearby, and z4 is 1.8486. Here also is nearby for 2 digits only. So that we will move to the more accuracy value, fifth iteration. Fifth iteration we get, it is same as fourth iteration, that is 0.9936. Therefore, it is accurate for 4 decimal places, and y5 will be 1.5069 and z5 is 1.8486. See, okay, therefore here we can stop, and since the values are fourth and fifth iterations are same, we can define x as 0.9936 and the value of y as 1.5069 and the value of z as 1.8486. Therefore, we have to proceed until we get an accurate value like this. Okay. Now the second question, apply Gauss-Seidel iteration method to solve the system of equations. That is 27x plus 6y minus z is equal to 85. 6x plus 15y plus 2z is equal to 72. X plus y plus 54z is equal to 110. Okay. Now here we want to check whether these equations are of the form mod a1 greater than mod b1 plus mod c1. Isn't it? This 27, here we can check that 27 is greater than 6 plus 1. Okay. Now check whether mod b2 is greater than mod a2 plus mod c2. That is, here 15 is greater than 6 plus 2, 8. Okay. Now mod c3 must be greater than mod a3 plus b3, which implies 54 is greater than 1 plus 1, 2. Okay. Therefore, we can proceed with the same equations. From the first equation, find the value of x. You can directly find it by x is equal to 1 by 27 into 85 minus 6y plus z. From the second equation, we have y. 15y is equal to this. Therefore, 15y, this is 1 by 15 into 72 minus 6x minus 2z. Now, from the third equation, find out z. It is equal to 1 by 54 into 110 minus x minus y. Okay. Now, these are the equations for x, y and z. Now, finding the first approximation or setting the first approximation, take first approximations as, or the initial approximations as x naught, y naught and z naught. X naught, y naught and z naught. Also setting y naught and z naught is equal to 0. Putting y naught and z naught is equal to 0 in x, we get the value for x1. So that we can find out x1 as 1 by 27 into 85 minus 6y naught plus z naught, which is equal to 1 by 27 into 85, y naught and z naught is 0. it is equal to 3.148. The value of y1 is 1 by 15 into 72 minus 6x1 minus 2 is it not? It is equal to 1 by 15 into 72 minus 6 into x1 is 3.148 minus 2 into z0 is 0. It is approximately equal to 3.541. Now the value of z1 is 1 by 54 into 110 minus x1 minus y1. It is equal to 1 by 54 into 110 minus 3.148 minus 3.541, which is approximately equal to 1.913. These are the first iterations. x1, y1 is the first iteration. Similarly, we can find out the second, third and fourth one. Okay. Now here in this case or in this problem, I am tabulating in a column. Okay. Now the iterations, in the first column we can write iterations. That is the first iteration, second, third, fourth, etc. Okay. The values of x, y, z. Now the values of x, y, z after the first iteration is the value of x1 is 3.148, the value of y1 is 3.541 and the value of z1 is 1.91. We can substitute in the table. Similarly, we can find out the second iteration. Then we can write the values 2.432, then 3.572, 1.926. We have to show only first iteration, then the second, third, fourth, etc. can be shown in the table. Okay. Now by using the same formula we can find out the third iterations. The value of x after third iteration is 2.426. Then the value of y is 3.573 and the value of z is 1.926. Okay, here you can see that the values are very nearby, but we will move for the fourth iteration where we get the same as third iteration 3.573 and the value for z is 1.926. Where we can stop, then we can confirm that the roots of the equation, the roots of the system of linear equations are x is 2.462, y is 3.573, z is 1.926. Therefore, Gauss-Seidel method can be found with the help of a table also.